Hello everyone, welcome to Civil Engineering Skills. Let's now see that if we want to make a rectangular array, then how can we generate the array? Let's first draw the rectangle. If I want to make a rectangular array of 5 rows and 5 columns, then first create 5 copies of this rectangle in a one row. Activate the move command, select the first point, drag your mouse, hit Ctrl, and you can see your copy has been created. Enter the distance between first point of rectangle. Let's consider it to be 15 feet and hit enter. So you can see one copy of rectangle has been created. Now let's make 5 copies of that rectangle. So just type multiply 4 and hit enter button. So you can see 5 rectangles has been created. Now to make array, select all rectangles, activate move command, select our first point, hit Ctrl button and enter distance 15 feet. Now multiply it with 4 and you can see our rectangular array has been created. Similar way, if I want to create circular array, then how can we create that? Again draw one rectangle. Okay. Now to make a circular array, select that rectangle, activate rotate command, select center of rotation, first point, control button and enter angle. Let's consider it to be 45 degree. So you can see at a 45 degree, one copy has been generated. To make more copies, just multiply it with number of required copies. Let's consider it to be 6 copies and multiply it with 5 and you can see total 6 copies has been generated in a circular array. Okay. Now if you want to rotate any of the objects, you can use the circular command. You can rotate with reference to any of the 3 axes. For example, to rotate in a blue axis, just select the point, then select reference line and you can rotate your object. Now enter the angle of rotation. Let's consider it to be 30 degree. Type 30, hit enter. So you can see it has been rotated in a 30 degree angle. Now if I want to rotate it with reference to green axis, hit left arrow key, pick up the point, axis. Now you can rotate that object with reference to green axis. Consider the rotation angle as 90 degree. Type 90 and hit enter. Similar way, to rotate any object in a red axis, just hit right arrow key, pick up the point, rotation axis and you can rotate according to your required angle. Okay. So this is how you can use your rotation command. Let's move to the next command, that is follow me tool. Let me first make a rectangle. Now consider that if you require the same design on all the 4 edges, then how can you draw? The simplest way to draw that is by using follow me tool. So first draw the design that you required. If I required simple rectangle on all 4 edges, then just prepare a rectangle of your required size. Then with the help of move command, place that rectangle on any of the edge and select all the edges. Then activate follow me tool and click on the required design. So here you can see that rectangle is all over your edges. Same way, you can generate same pattern on all required areas within short period of time. Now let's move to the next command. If I want to change the scale of this object, then first select the object, activate the scale command from toolbar. You can see yellow lines and green boxes will appear on your screen. That means your scale command is been activated. Now to change the shape, you can pick any opposite points and with the help of those opposite points, you can change the shape as you wish. If you want to make that of half the size, then just write down 0.5 and hit enter. Now the dimension will become half of the original size. Similar way, you can change the shape as per your requirement. Okay. So this is how you can use your scale command. Now next command is offset. So again, let's first make a rectangle. Now to draw offset on these edges, select the offset command, select any one edge and drag your mouse where you want to make a offset. You can also make the offset outside the rectangle area. Just type the distance that you required to make the offset. Let's consider that I want a offset at 9 inches. Then just type 9 and hit enter. So you can see one offset has been created at 9 inches. So whenever you are working with the creation of a wall, this command will going to be helpful in your work. Let's see our next command, that is tape measurement tool. Whenever we are working with the interior design or elevation project, it is necessary to work with the accurate dimension. So how can we use the tape measurement tool? If I want any measurement from this edge, then first select that edge, type the required distance from that edge. Let's consider it to be 3 feet. So type 3 feet, hit enter button, and you can see one reference line will be generated. So with the help of that reference line, you can work on your design. Similar way, you can generate as many as number of reference line with your accurate measurement with the help of tape measurement tool. So this is how you can use your tape measurement tool. Now if you want to provide any dimension in your work, then just activate dimension command and select the edge for which you want to provide the dimension. For example, let's consider this first edge, select that and you can provide the dimension. Let's consider this edge also, you can provide the dimension. Similar way for this one also. So it is simple to provide a dimension in SketchUp. Now next is, if you want to measure any angle between two lines during our work, then we can use the protector command. Just activate the protector, select the first point. Now select the first edge, second edge, and you can see here angle will be displayed. Currently the angle is 43.5. So this is how you can measure the angle. Now if you want to provide any text, then adjacent to the protector there will be text option available. So just select the area or any edge for which you want to provide a text. Let's consider I want to provide a text for this particular edge. Select that edge and you can see it will show its dimension. If you want to write anything else instead of that, for example edge 2, so you can write that also. So now it will display edge 2 as its text. If you want to provide any 3D text, then activate the 3D text command, write down the text, for example SketchUp, and place it wherever you want. Okay, now if you want to change the color of any object, then activate the paint bucket, pick up the color from materials and paint your object. So there are plenty of options available in material also. If you want to use any wood texture, then also you can use the wood texture for that. Okay, now let's consider in this particular rectangular part, I want the same color as I have done in a SKNE. But the question is, I forget the name of that color. So don't worry, you can use sample paint. Just activate the sample paint, select the sample color, and you can see in a material now the same color is been displaying. Now you can paint that rectangle with the same color. So this is how you can use paint and sample paint tool. Now if you don't require this reference line anymore, you can use the eraser tool to remove this reference line. Okay, so this is all about the basics command of SketchUp. With the help of this basic command, you can start working on any project. If you like the information provided in this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel.